Hi, my name is Mike Fish with Allied Instructional Services, and today I want to show you a really cool game to play with students or play by yourself or whomever. It's called Wordvoyance. That's Wordvoyance, Wordvoyance, by a company called Them Is Games, ThemisGames. It's a web browser game. There is an iOS app, but it's in the beta stages. So today I'm going to show you how to play it on the iPad. I use it with my students to, yes, improve their spelling because Scrabble's fun, and that's what Wordvoyance is. It's a Scrabble type game, but also to work on gestures. Swipe left, swipe right, swipe up, swipe down, turn your rotor to use the vertical navigation feature, as well as just work on spelling and location of tiles. So this game is meant to be played by everybody. So it's got accessibility built in. Also, it's visually pleasing to play it as well. It works on web browsers. So if you're running it on a computer with Chrome, you can do that using your favorite screen reader, JAWS, NVDA, Chromebox on your Chromebook. TalkBack on your Android, as well as VoiceOver on the iPad or iPhone. We're going to work here on the iPad, and I'm on the web page. It's themisgames.com, themisgames.com, and I've already created my account. It's free to create an account, and you can play with another player online. So if you and your student have a quick account, you can make a quick account and they can log in. You can log in, you can play against your student or just help them on their own board as well. So I'm going to show you how to create a new game, how to play one turn, and then how I change the rotor to vertical navigation to make it easier to play. So here we go.
Zoom active. Zoom Safari. Themisgames.com active.
So themisgames.com.
Close.
I'm going to double tap here.
Picture displayed. Video. Safari. Back button.
All right. So my Safari page is up here. I'm going to touch on the right-hand side of the screen.
Load game. It is your turn in 3 games button.
And I've already played. I've got 3 games that are waiting for me to play, but I'm going to show you how to create a new game. So I'm going to go to New Game.
New game button.
Double tap here, one finger.
Play against new game. Heading level 2.
And I can swipe to the right. Let's see what I can do.
Play against a random opponent. Press the button below to join the queue. Heading level 3.
I could play against a random opponent and join the queue, but that would take some time because you don't know when someone else would be available to play.
Join queue button.
There is no chat feature, so there's nothing to worry about there. Even if you're playing someone random, you do not have any kind of chat features on this game.
Play against a friend. Select the friend below to play against. Heading level 3.
I'm going to swipe until I find a friend that I want to play against.
Bandy button. CJ Fish button.
That would be my wife.
Danger 09. Folly Forever button. I Amateur but K Flow 55 Latch button. Live Villain button.
With this one.
Live Villain. Ready to play against Live Villain.
That is actually my son who plays me on this game. Going to swipe to the right.
Free tier. You may play 1 free match at a time. Current start game button.
Start game.
Creating game. Wordvoyance. Status. You started a new game. Take your turn first. Heading level 2.
All right. So it says I've started a new game. I can take my turn first. Now you'll see a grid on the screen here of different spaces, and some are double word spaces, some are triple word, double letter, triple letter, just like in a normal Scrabble game. So I'm going to touch here on the screen somewhere random.
$13.4.
So I'm at 13.4, so I'm going to touch up higher.
Your opponent, Live Villain. Your opponent, Live at 13.3.
13.3.
11.5.
11.5.
4.3.
So it's taking up my whole screen here.
Triple letter bonus space 6.1.
You hear that there's a triple letter bonus on 6.1, but you always have to start in the middle, or at least have one of your letters start in the middle at 7.7.
Double word bonus space 9.4.
So
8.4. 8.6. 11.7. 10.6. 7.6. 6.8. 6.7.
Close.
Cursor going right. Center. Double word bonus space 7.7.
So
heading level 2.
There we go. My cursor, and it says it's going to the right. And it is a double word, and it's at 7.7. So I can swipe to the right to go to 8-7,
8-7.
or swipe back to the left to go to 7-7.
Cursor going right. Center. Double word bonus space 7-7. Heading level 2.
And I can change my rotor to vertical navigation. Now, the trick with that is you have to have vertical navigation on your rotor. And to do that, you're going to go to Settings, Accessibility, VoiceOver, Rotor, and double tap on vertical navigation to make sure it's selected. Once it's selected, you can spin your rotor. It's taking 2 fingers and twisting it like you're twisting a dial on the screen. Or the way I like to do it, since I'm here on an iPad, I've got more screen real estate, I can swipe one finger up while I swipe one finger down. So one finger goes up the screen while the other finger goes down at the same time.
7-8. Form controls. 6 form controls.
And I've got form controls. I'm going to swipe the other direction
Vertical navigation.
until I got to vertical navigation. Again, vertical navigation can be set under Settings, Accessibility, VoiceOver, Rotor, and then vertical navigation. And then you can return back to the game. So because I have vertical navigation on, I can swipe left,
6-8.
swipe right,
7-8.
swipe up.
Cursor going right. Center. Double word bonus space 7-7.
And
Heading level 2.
I'm moving up the grid, just up the column. If I swipe up,
7-6.
or if I swipe down, I move down the column.
Cursor going right. Center. Double word bonus space 7-7.
And if I swipe right, I go across the row.
8-7.
Or if I swipe left, I go to the left across the row.
Cursor going right. Center. Double word bonus space 7-7. Heading level 2.
So that tells me that's where my cursor is if I double tap here.
Cursor going down. Center.
It changes the direction. It changes the direction that I go. So now my word will go down. I'll double tap again.
Cursor going right. Center. Double word bonus space 7-7.
And now I go to the right. So that kind of all depends on what you have on your board of letters, on your rack of letters there at the bottom, which we'll get to in a second, and what direction makes the most sense for you to get the most points. So let's go towards the bottom of the screen. I'm going to touch and see if I can find my letter rack.
U. Rack tile. Worth 2 points.
All right. So I have a U. It's a rack tile because that's where it's located and it's worth 2 points. I'm going to swipe to the left.
B. Rack tile. Worth 4 points.
And again.
Rack. B. U. Q. L. L. U. H. 61 tiles remain. Activate to see remaining tiles. Heading level 2.
Well, that is a bunch of letters that I heard that I have 7 letters here. So if I want to go one by one, I can swipe to the right.
B. Rack tile. Worth 4 points.
I've got a B.
U. Rack tile. Worth 2 points.
U.
Q. Rack tile. Worth 8 points.
Q. And notice I get point values for each of these. They tell me how much they are.
L. Rack tile. Worth 2 points.
L.
L. Rack tile. Worth 2 points.
An L.
U. Rack tile. Worth 2 points.
And another U.
H. Rack tile. Worth 3 points.
And an H.
Pass button. Opens play menu. Button.
And then I have the option here to pass, which means it would pass it. I'd pass my turn, which means I wouldn't get any points and it'd go to my opponent to play. But I'm going to play the word bowl, B-U-L-L. So since I've already double tapped on the 7-7 spot, I am going to go back and find the B.
H, U, L, L, Q, U, B. Rack tile. Worth 4 points.
And the really cool thing about playing this on a computer is that you can type the letters. You don't have to come down to the bottom here and double tap on them that you do on the iPad or the iPhone. But on a computer, you can just type them on your keyboard. If you have those letters, it'll put them in. If you don't have those letters, it won't do anything. So I'll double tap the B.
Place letter B on the board at 7-7. Cursor advanced to 8-7.
So it told you where it placed the letter and where it advanced to. So I'm going to put a U.
Q, rack L, rack Q, U, rack letter. Place letter U on the board at 8-7. Cursor advanced to 9-7.
And I'm going to go to the right.
L, rack letter.
Double tap on the L.
Place letter L on the board at 9-7. Cursor advanced to 10-7.
And I've got another L, so I'm going to swipe to the right.
U, H, rack letter.
Go back left.
U, L, rack letter. U, place letter L on the board at 10-7. Cursor advanced to 11-7.
And you probably didn't hear the little chime. I heard a little chime. It told me that that word actually works. It counts it as a word because it is a word. So I'm going to swipe to the right here.
H, play button. Opens play menu. Button. Heading level to go to. Shuffle tile rack. Recall tiles. Button. Heading level 2.
I can shuffle my rack of tiles. I can recall the tiles. So if I didn't want to put those tiles on the board, I could double tap on recall tiles and it would recall them back to my tile rack.
Swap tiles. Button. Heading level 2.
I can click on this. It says swap tiles, so it would swap my tiles with my opponent.
Actions. Opens actions menu. Actions. Actions. Swapped. Recall time. Shuffled. Go to. Play button. H. Rack left play button.
Well,
Opens play menu.
actually,
Button.
I'll go
Heading
up
level
to the
2.
board.
2-7. 2-10. 1-10. 3-9. 3-8. 3-7. 4-7. 5-7. 6-7. B. Rack tile 7-7.
All right.
Worth 4 points.
So there's a B.
U. Rack tile 8-7. Worth 2 points.
I should now have 6.
L. Rack tile 9-7. Worth 2 points.
And that should be 8.
L. Rack tile 10-7. Worth 2 points.
And that should be 10, which it's a double word because the B is on a double word. So that should be 20 points. But I'm able to swipe through and now it tells me the letters that are on the board in the spots that I put them. So I'm going to go to the bottom here.
Q. Rack letter. U. Rack letter.
And I'm going to go tap on play.
Opens play menu. Play ready to play the words. Bull for 20 points. Are you sure?
It asks you if you're ready to play the word. It tells you what the word is you're going to play, how many points it is, and make sure that you're sure if you want to play it. I'm going to swipe to the right.
Play word. Ends your turn. Button.
If I play the word, it ends my turn. So I'm going to double tap on play.
Ending turn. Play button. It is your opponent's turn.
And
status. Turn 1.
It sent my turn and it's now my opponent's turn. So again, this is Wordvoyance. You can play it on www.themisgames, themisgames.com. Create an account and you can play Them Is Games and play Wordvoyance. And there's also one called Hang Duels, which is very similar to Hangman. I hope you've enjoyed this video and hopefully you can use this with your students or with your family just to get a good game of Scrabble in, build your vocabulary, and have lots of fun.